Welcome to Greg Hansen's Video Notebook, brought to you by Albertsons. I'm Star Sports Editor Ryan Finley here with Greg Hansen. Greg, let's talk about Utah. Arizona travels to a very cold, very rainy Salt Lake City this weekend to take on the Utes. They have been, for my money, the most surprising team in the West this year. They've beaten UCLA, they've beaten Michigan at Michigan, and they've beaten USC. If this happened here in Tucson, it would be a year for the ages. And yet Utah finds itself kind of on the outside looking in here in the Pac-12 South race. Just how good are they?
Well, good question. I don't think they're personnel-wise, they're not as good as UCLA, USC, Oregon, and I don't think Arizona State. Mm-hmm. I think they're fifth in the league in personnel and close to Arizona. Mm-hmm. But they play such good defense, and they're smart, and they play good special teams. I don't buy that they're the best special teams team in the country, but they must be really good. Mm-hmm. And they've lost key players, but they just play such good, dedicated defense that they hang with you.
Right. Tell me if I'm wrong here, Greg. This team is, to me, a throwback mid-'90s kind of football team. I mean, they're going to beat you by running the ball, and they do that very well, by playing defense, and they do that very well, by blocking a punt or returning a kickoff or doing something in special teams that's going to expose you. I mean, to me, they are just so different from everybody else in the league. Is that just their identity now? Or is it a byproduct of not getting as many good players? What do you think it is?
I think it's both of those things. Mm-hmm. They don't have good offensive players yet. I mean, they've got good players, but they don't have the extra level players. Right. So they have to base it on defense because their quarterback's below average. Right. Don't you think?
Yeah, yeah.
So they're doing what they can do like Arizona used to do under Dick Tomey and Larry Smith. And it works. Mm-hmm. It works to a level.
Right. It works to a certain, it can get you 7-5.
Yeah.
It can't get you to 10-2.
Because I think if you could go in there, the coaches' meeting room at Utah this week, and you would hear them say, usually coaches ask their assistants, how many points do we need to win this week? I think their coaches will say it's 17. Yeah. And I think they can win the game 18-17 or 20-17.
Sure. Rich Rodriguez, 24 hours after Casey Scourin's big kick, sat down with his quarterbacks and receivers and basically said, hey, what happened Saturday is unacceptable. Anu Solomon has never played in the cold before. This is going to be a hostile environment. This is a group that does not look very good to me right now. Can Arizona score enough points to win this game?
I would think they cannot. I would be surprised if they score in the 20s.
Okay.
You know, the weather forecast has that little fuzzy wintry mix icon. That's a big thing. Yeah. And I don't think Utah fans will turn out in 45,000 again. Mm-hmm. But, you know, if it's 37 and it's snow flurries won't be bad, but a wintry mix is bad.
Wintry mix is really bad.
How many times has Arizona played in that? Never.
Never. Anyway, that'll do it for this episode of Greg Hansen's Video Notebook, brought to you by Albertsons. For Greg Hansen, I'm Ryan Finley. We'll see you next time.
It's game time here at Albertsons, so listen up. It's our goal to help you score great deals. So pay attention to the game plan because you could win Cardinal season tickets, the chance for your child to be a Cardinal kickoff kid, or $10,000 cash and other prizes. Here's what you do. Look for this tag, buy $10 worth or more. Grab your prize code at checkout and enter it at scoregreatdeals.com. Now let's play football. Get in the game for your chance to win.